So we're beginning our drive from Big Bear down to the Joshua Tree National Park, and we packed a lot of food for dinner and lunch because it's a 1.5 hour drive to the Joshua Tree National Park, and then we're planning on staying there for 5 hours, and then we're gonna there's the drive back. So we have chili for dinner and other snacks when we want them. So yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to go. I'm excited. Look at that view. So beautiful. We just left the San Bernardino forest, and now we're moving into Joshua Tree, and it's so exciting because I'm already seeing so many, Joshua trees. It looks so amazing. It's so exciting. The street we're about to turn on is called Joshua Lane. Isn't that amazing? We are right now in the city of Joshua Tree and only about 10 to 15 minutes from the national park. So interesting seeing my name everywhere. JoshuaTree.com, Joshua Tree National Park, Joshua Tree, Joshua Lane, etc. JT Trading Post. This is it. We are now in Joshua Tree National Park. So now we're going to go to the visitor center to get some information about the park. We got directions to some iconic places around the park, and we got a shirt and a patch, and also the person at the front desk got me this Junior Ranger book where you have to do some tasks. So since I am 12, the ages go up to 11 to 14, and I'm a purple coyote, and I just have to fill out some draw a coyote and do some other cool activities, and then give this back to them at the front desk, and then they'll give me a Joshua Tree National Park badge, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this adventure today. Cue epic music. So how this Junior Ranger thing works is basically, depending by your age, you get a certain animal, and then you do these activities where you have to spot animals and you have to learn about their history by answering these questions, scramble words, and all these fun activities you can do while you're in the national park. So yeah, it should be fun. So my dad just told me that the way the mountains in the Joshua Tree National Park are formed is because they were below the ground, and then they were raised up, and then the soil eroded, leaving only the rocks. And seeing these rocks, they're so cool. They look like special ancient structures. It's super cool. So me and my family just saw a gopher and some gopher holes, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna mark that on my junior ranger list because that's one of the activities they have you do. So we found a few more animals while we were driving, and they were a lizard, and I think I saw a glimpse of a roadrunner. I don't know if it was exactly a roadrunner, but I saw it on the ground and it looked like a roadrunner. So I think I can put that on the list. Super cool. So we just spotted a crow, which means we have our 5 animals: a crow, lizard, bird, and a roadrunner. So yeah, that's something, that's another thing I can check off on my list. And now we are heading on the Hidden Valley Trail through the mountains. It's a mile, but I don't think we might go a mile. We might do it, but yeah. This is really cool. It looks like there's pillars all around us. Up there. It's really big. Probably too high for me. So we're almost to the car, and then after that we'll continue our drive around the Joshua Tree National Park. We're back in the car now. That was quite a hike. It was 1 mile and it was burning hot. But it was a good hike though, you know. I got to climb one of the mountains, and there were cool nooks and crannies walking around, and some signs that told some information about the place. So it was a good walk. Long one though. And now we're going to Keys View. And yeah. So for the junior ranger activities, I filled out all the animals I saw, and I unscrambled the words in that activity, and now I get to draw a coyote, I think. Let's see, Joshua Tree National Park, like many other national parks, the United States is known. Look closely at the natural scenery, find a spot to sit and sketch an impressive landscape you see. So I'm gonna sketch an impressive landscape that I see on our drive. So now we've stopped the car, and now we're at Keys View, looking at the sights of mountains. Unbelievable. Wow. So I think this is what I'm gonna draw for an iconic place that I saw in the Junior Ranger booklet. Because this is just outstanding. See all that haze? That's because of the water vapor, and also from wood stoves and smoke that can really get there and really affect the environment, which is why there's a big streamline of haze on the mountain. back in the car now, and now we're gonna go to Skull Rock. And while we're driving there, I am gonna draw that amazing view we just saw. There's my drawing. That's of Key's view. So we're now at Skull Rock, and now we're gonna go see the rock itself. It really looks like a skull, given its name. We're back in the car now, and now we're driving, beginning our drive out of the park, because I think we saw the main iconic sites in the park. We might take a few stops before we officially head out, but I'm going to finish some of the rest of the things in here, and finish it up, and then hopefully the visitor center is still open, so I can check this in and get my badge. Should be exciting. So I've really enjoyed my time here, and yeah. So we just left the park, and now we're going to the Oasis Visitor Center, and I finished the Junior Ranger Tree National Park official program activity booklet. And now I'm going to give this to the Rangers, and then hopefully I'll get my badge. We did it! So I turned in my booklet here, and then as you saw, the ranger let us in because they were just about to close, and they did the whole run through, going through the paper and doing the speech of promise, and they gave me a very, very expensive Junior Ranger hat. Very expensive, don't break it. A Joshua tree named Lily. It's a little book. And then the big part about it is the badge. So cool, it looks like the real one. So I'm gonna actually put this on my hat. And there we go, it's official. I have officially been to the Joshua Tree National Park, and I am a Junior Ranger there. Watch out. We're now driving home after our fun day at the Joshua Tree National Park, and I had so much fun touching the trees and seeing all the iconic places there, and I'm so glad we got to go, because I'm just so glad we got to go. And I hope that we'll make great new adventures along the way, and I will remember this day throughout my life. Bye, Joshua Tree National Park. Hope to see you again. you doing? Did you know we had the same name? Awesome. Fist bump. Woo! Peace. See you later.